Hello everyone, welcome back to Murders at Karlov Manor. Magic the Gathering Arena, but we're playing Murders at Karlov Manor, I guess is how I usually would describe this. Playing Premier Draft. There's a number of decent cards here. I'm sort of tempted by the commons, like these two disguise commons are pretty good. What is this? Oh yeah, it's like the big old green dude. Sure. And this fits, I mean, this is a value engine. What does Draftsman think about this? Satchel says it's pretty good. Dogwalker even better. Warden's probably not as good, right? Yeah, it says not very good actually. I'll take the Dogwalker. It's just a great card. so much stats for so little mana. Oh, I thought this was Lightning Helix briefly. I saw the red, white, and I got excited. Okay, sure. What are you? Drag the Canal, 2 mana, make a token, and then, okay, I mean, that could be good. What is this? Bad? Shock? Yeah, that's pretty good. Is Drag the Canal, like, it doesn't happen to be insane, does it? It says it's pretty good. But I'll take the Shock. Fits with the red-white card I already have. They're both quite good cards. Ooh, this card is not the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of the vehicle. This is 7 mana for it doesn't even matter what it is. It costs 7 mana, right? So, and this Reckless Detective is great. So I will take it. It's an attacker that rummages. Very good stats for a 2-drop. I mean, it's a 0/3, but actually it's a 2/3. So fitting well into the aggro idea so far. Whether we're in red-blue or red-white remains to be seen. I guess we could even be red-black. I don't think red-green is especially... I mean, it's not a very good color pair in this set. And I think it doesn't really want most of these cards anyway. I mean, I don't know. I could get a signal strong enough to push me off of red, but for now it seems like a good direction to go. The orangutan's not bad. What is this? This is fine. This is good for the aggro decks as well. I mean, it's that or the orangutan. Murder is... I'm getting less and less impressed with Murder this format. It's okay. The orangutan... I don't know. I'll just take this. Let's try to go wide. I have a Dogwalker, right? I should be able to trigger this. Case of the Uneaten Feast. Life gain seems awful. 2 mana 2/2 with a decent upside. Or this guy who's totally fine. But I'll take the 2 mana 2/2 with good upside. Sacrifices an artifact. It's red-blue hate in red. I mean, everybody has clues, but red-blue likes sacrificing artifacts, so... God, I just cannot... the sound of... Like, every card makes a sound when you draft it or when it ETBs. And, like, they don't bother me, but I've heard this detective thing so many times. There's just so many detectives, and I'm so tired of it. I'll take the Scapegoat. I would love to have some suspects and some haste. It wasn't a very good goat noise, I'm afraid. I got a comment the other day about, how there's some person that doesn't watch that many of my videos, but whenever they do, it seems like I'm running blue-red. And I was like, yeah, I like blue-red, but I went and looked at my 17 lands data to see, like, what do I really draft blue-red more than anything else? And the answer was no, I draft red-white more than anything else, but most color pairs were in the, 15 to 18 drafts area, right? More or less. This, yeah, you can't kind of a surprise to see this here, but I'm not going to pick it up. You could take a bad 2-mana creature, but I'd rather have a good 3-mana creature, I think. Anyway, you know, like red-white, I had like 18. Several other color pairs, I had exactly 15. You know, there were some 13s. I don't remember exactly. But you just every color pair that included green, it was like 3, 6. I must hate green more than I realize, because apparently I never play it. This all kind of stinks. I don't really want to demand answers in this deck. That's interesting. The red-black land is here? Sure. I might somehow, like... I'm not really committed to white. I could wind up in red-black easily. In fact, the pack where I picked demand answers, was there some good off-color card I could have taken? Might have made a mistake by not doing so. Toxin Analysis would be pretty good if we wind up in black. Let's go ahead and mainboard that for now. Crime Novelist, 3-mana 1/3. I mean, if we were in blue, that would be good, and who knows, we might be. Due Diligence, Optimistic. It's a real, like... Oh, that's nice to see. Due Diligence is a real banger, like, when it actually resolves. But the problem is, you just, like... It doesn't always. Gadget Technician. Case of the Gorgon's Kiss is pretty bad. Unless you're attacking. And then, like, it's sort of okay? I think it's between Gadget Technician and Gorehound? Gorehound is just not very good. Plus, it's sort of pushing into a specific color pair, which this is still available in just red. 10th District Hero. This card is nuts, right? It is extremely nuts. Okay, Lefty is not playing white. Good to know. I guess I am. Caught Red-Handed, 5-mana Treason. Okay, another Scapegoat would be nice. Yeah. We could take one of these white cards, I guess. But I think I just like, you know, more Scapegoats seems pretty cool. I think it, like, wants to be a Rakdos card because they care about Suspect so much, but I don't have that many detectives, right? Yeah. Could take Granite Witness. It's pretty expensive for this kind of deck, but I think it's better than Knife. I suppose you could take Person of Interest. This is like 3 mana, then 2 mana. But it's a flyer and it's a tapper. I think it's worth picking up. The cat is decent. Ooh, push-pull, huh? That's a potential finisher. I'm not sure that we really want a 6-mana potential finisher, but maybe we do. I don't know if this is a cat deck. I'm going to take the push-pull. I haven't played with it yet. Let's see how it goes. Case File Auditor is bad for this deck. On the Job could be something. Crime Stopper Sprite, I mean, well... It's a very good card, and if I hadn't seen 10th District Hero, I might consider picking it up. But 10th District Hero, I think, is a pretty strong reason to be in white rather than blue. This pack sucks. Out cold? I don't know. I don't think I need a giant disguise creature, but I guess it's better than anything else here. Maybe I should have taken the flyer. I don't know. Watchdog is perfect for this kind of go wide aggro thing. Could still use some more removal, that's for sure. Looks like the theater's not going to be much of anything. I guess maybe I could play this. 2 mana. Yeah, that sucks. Due Diligence. We already have one, I think, right? Yeah. Stinky. Okay, we've got a minute, huh? Could use some 3s. How do I have so many 4s? Oh, they're okay. They're my disguise creatures, so they're gonna actually cost 3. So that's actually kind of nice to have. You know, all of my 4 mana stuff can cost 3 if I want. I don't think I have like any way to make artifacts, which makes the orangutan pretty bad. Gonna have a lot of gorehounds at the end of this. The Gadget Technician, I guess, makes 1 artifact. The Granite Witness is... Oh, this card is bananas! It's so good! Even for 6 mana, like, in a relatively aggressive deck, I think you have to play this. The Codebreaker is really good, too, though. And a lot cheaper. It's just like 6 mana win. I mean, it's a 6/6 flyer, which is itself a problem, and then if it connects, it just like wipes their board. So, I don't know. I mean, I think I have to take this. It's quite a bit better than Codebreaker, even though in my deck, like, you would upgrade Codebreaker more than you would upgrade this. It's all bad. What are you? Bad. Take another Gadget Tech or just an Auspicious Arrival. I would love to have some more combat tricks in this deck. That's something you like to have when you're attacking a lot, is combat tricks to make you able to attack with a clear conscience. Here, Inside Source is great. Person of Interest would be fine. I don't think in this format you can really go like 15 lands, super aggro stuff. There's just too much good stuff that you want to cast that costs 3 and then more, right? Which I mentioned because... Oh, this is nice. Market Watch Phantom is maybe better. But the flyer... Like, I have stuff that wants me to make artifacts. I don't really need more 2s. Maybe I do take this. Oh, well, this is a really nice 2, though. I already have 1. I don't know. This is kind of a win more card for this deck. I think that's what I want. I would like to win more games. Lightning Helix. Okay, so... What was I talking about? I was talking about how, like, you can't really run super low to the ground, very few lands. Which means that cards like this, even though they cost 6 mana, are, like, more playable in aggro decks because your aggro decks can't be super trim. Or at least not easily. Like, you have to put enough lands in your deck that this is still going to be castable at some point. I don't know. That's my argument. We'll see how valid it is. Is Convenient Target any good? I think it might actually be. It says it's pretty bad. Which I understand in general. Like, in this aggro deck, though, maybe it's good. Everything else here is bad, so I don't mind taking it. It's like a mana sink to get in more face damage, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably just not going to run it, I guess. I only have 19 spells that I want to put in the deck, huh? I'm going to need to pick up a couple more or run some things I'm not that happy with. Definitely can't run the Snoop. We end up getting one of these guys anyway. Hustle and Bustle? No. I don't have ways to sacrifice artifacts. I don't think I can take a 5-mana removal spell. Cluefish is great. I mean, it's an okay 2-drop, but it's a fairly aggressive one. We like that. So this can move every time something enters the battlefield. Okay. A wrench could go well in this deck. Just, you don't want a ton of equipment, but Boros likes equipment. We don't have any special synergies for it in this deck, but it's just like, oh yeah. You know, it makes all of your tiny creatures better because you can just give them equipment, right? Something to do with your mana once you're done playing out your hand. Well, it says 23 spells, so kind of a little close there. I should look through the stuff in the sideboard. There might be some things that are better than what I'm running in the main deck currently. Like maybe On the Job or Due Diligence, we could put one of those in. Or maybe Demand Answers could get in. I mean, we just have very little that makes artifacts for Orangutan, right? Wrench is an artifact. This investigates. This wants to eat up artifacts. This is an artifact, doesn't really count. Well, I don't know. I guess Orangutan eating a fish is thematic and also not a terrible play. Like, on the turn when the fish is about to attack into their 2/3, you just have the Orangutan eat it. Not terrible. This doesn't care about it. That does. This, I mean, yeah. Maybe Orangutan's playable. It's not good. And the detective, even if you have no artifacts, is still fine because you can discard cards to go looting. $18 creatures, huh? Well, maybe On the Job would be good with so many creatures. It's pretty expensive. Is push-pull any good? It's a potential finisher. Like, I have 2 ways to push through some extra damage. I think On the Job would just do a better job and cost less. We're not casting push very often, I don't think. And On the Job, hopefully, is just a better pull. Alright, 10th District Hero. What do I have to do to make this happy? Just collect a little bit of evidence and spend a little bit of mana. Okay. I have too much that costs 4. This slot is too full. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do differently. Like, these can all be cast for 3, and then like you can flip them later, and it's fine. First, I mean, okay, get out of here. I still think 17 lands makes sense. We have this is pretty heavy for an aggro deck, I think. The red herring could go maybe, but for what? Due Diligence or Demand Answers? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, okay. Let's give this a try. Actually, is 8-9 correct? I kind of... No, oh yeah, I got a match before I was able to cancel. I kind of feel like we have several cheap, like, 1-mana red spells, so we want more red than white, but I'm not sure if that's true. Speaking of, what the hell? I have my 1-mana red spell and no mountains. I can't keep this hand. This, I guess I can keep. Alright, I'm happy to kill that before they get some insane disguise play value. Here's hoping they play Cluefish and I just blow it up with the orangutan, because he's not getting much value otherwise. He's just going to be a real sad monkey. Okay. I mean, it's not as mana efficient as playing this. But I'd like... I have dreams that one day this orangutan can actually destroy one of their artifacts, or maybe one of mine. I'm not going to attack here. I could bluff and maybe get in for one, but then they attack for one, and I don't really want to risk my Vengeful Tracker, so I'd rather just keep this so that they both block each other. Case File Auditor. Not a very good card in an aggro deck, I don't think. And they missed. Good. Alright, it's a Cluefish. That's something for the orangutan to eat as long as I play nothing this turn. No. Cluefish post-combat, right, that's what... Oh, I guess I could have played Cluefish on Swung? Then this would be a 3-3, but that doesn't... No, it doesn't work. They just eat my 2-2 for no reason. Okay, well, this is a... You don't like to draw the red herring so late. But at least I have an orangutan to eat it, so... A 4-4 is a real threat. Okay. Oh, I guess I could have killed this thing. That hadn't occurred to me. But making a 4-4 seems pretty important. And the Cluefish was about to just kill itself, so... It's either a 4-4 or a 2-2 that kills their wall. I'd rather have the 4-4. I could swing out next turn with Auspicious Arrival to protect the 2-2 from unpleasant blocks. Oh, they're just going to sorcery speed tap. Okay. They want to attack me, I guess. With 3 creatures. Yeah, that makes sense. Sort of. Maybe not, actually. Is this their own Auspicious Arrival, maybe? If so, oh well. No, they just traded off their creature for 3 face damage for some reason. Okay. I have 3 evidence in the graveyard. I don't see any reason to really attack here. I want to play one of these guys, and I think it should be the insanely good one. But maybe, like... Nah. Well, opponent's red-white, and they haven't shocked anything yet. This doesn't even die to shock. It dies to galvanize. I don't know. This likes to attack. We'll see. Yeah, plus I want to hold up mana for Auspicious Arrival next turn. I don't really want to activate the 10th District Hero abilities, so why put it out there? It's a 5-5! What the hell? Okay. This is a problem. I guess I attack with the monkey, though, right? It's an ape, excuse me. I want to attack with 3 things, but, like, 2 of them only have 2 power, which is not enough. I guess I just attack with nothing, actually. Because that would make it so obvious I have a combat trick. It doesn't say activate only the sorcery. Okay. Now if they attack into me, I can try blocking the 5/5 with the monkey and then Auspicious Arrival it. Unless they're going to spend 3 more mana tapping the monkey down, which seems okay. I don't mind that. You can get in for 5 if you want. I'll do some crazy shit with this. I guess it is more than 5. Resolves. Yeah, that is a lot. They choose to suspect it, as if I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could have chunked. I'd like to kill this. I would have to use Auspicious Arrival to do so. Well, no, not true. I can make this a 4/4, right? And then, like, bounce this. Just take 5. I think that's okay. And in my graveyard is still just 1 mana worth of stuff. I can get 2 more in, but I still can't do this collect evidence business. 4, 6, 9. Getting in for 9 seems pretty cool. I would take 5 on the crackback. That's all right. Oh, and I don't even have to take 5 because I can double block the 5/5 and use Auspicious Arrival on it. On my guy. It is risky. If they finally have a combat trick, I'll be in trouble. But they're just playing stuff out pre-combat, which seems cool. For me? Really? +3/+0, so it's doing 8 damage. That's a little annoying, but I do get to kill it. Right, and now Auspicious Arrival doesn't do anything. Because or does it? Actually, hang on. No. This is 6. I could make it 8. But it would still die. Okay, so we don't have to spend Auspicious Arrival on this. That's nice to know. And I just have this overwhelming board, and they have a 1/4. So how much damage is this? I wish I had you earlier. 3, 7, 9, 11. 3, 7, 9, 11. Well, I mean, on the one hand, you could look at that game as my bomb was better than their... I mean, they didn't have one, I guess. They had some decent cards, but nothing incredible. Whereas I had, like, something incredible, right? The 10th District Hero. But I also, like, think they didn't really organize their combat very well. They kept giving away creatures just to get this trigger for, like, 3 damage to my face, which does not seem very good. Also, the monkey, the ape, he worked out. Good job, orangutan. You sacrificed a cluefish. I'm not casting blue or black spells. And also, no, okay. I had thought during the game that there was some kind of weird thing I wasn't quite understanding with how the tap down with stun works out tempo wise. Because normally when you tap down an opponent creature with a tap down effect, you can like do that every turn because yours untaps as often as theirs does, right? And it seemed like they weren't able to do that in that game. My orangutan was able to attack. And I was like, is that because they stunned it? And like, it seems like stunning should just extend things out by one turn. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe there's some weird reason the tempo works out differently. And I realized no. It's because it's the same as it would be with a normal tapper. They tapped down my monkey to prevent it from blocking. And so I was able to attack with it instead. If they'd waited and let the monkey attack, or let the monkey block and then tapped it when it, sorry, words, but okay, this is actually this is pretty good for the red herring. I want the cluefish not to become suspected, I think, because I'd be okay if they trade this off. But then next turn, the monkey is going to eat the fish, and the monkey is going to become suspected, and we can have a 4/4 menace creature swinging at him. I don't know. I mean, I could... Green beatdowns could outscale me here, but for now... Okay, good. They're green-white, not green-red. So I was a little worried green-red would be outracing me. Actually, I think I play the orangutan post-combat, maybe? Because I kind of want this to attack while it still has menace. And the cluefish, you know, trading here would be fine. And if the cluefish dies, I can play this instead of the orangutan, so I think that makes sense. Okay, they're going to trade a real 2/2 for a 2/2 that has to attack. Fine by me. If you may suspect. Okay, so I guess the order doesn't actually matter here. I don't think... I mean, I don't know. The 1/1 being suspect is about to lose its novelty, right? Because it won't have any good attacks anymore. So I can make the 2/2 suspect, because it's susceptible to pump effects. It can be a 4/2 suspect if I want. Which is pretty cool. It's a shame it can't block. But you can't have everything. This is just 3 mana, right? Doesn't care about colors? Okay. I'm a little... I don't know. I don't feel like I'm doing so hot here. I do have this, though. So if I spent my whole turn making this a 4/2 menace with vigilance, not that that matters for a suspected creature, like, they'll just let it in, right? I have to keep developing the board. I guess I could attack with this, though. I don't mind trading for their face-down card or for both 1/1s. I should have done this before playing my 2/2. Alright, I mean, making that suspected turned out fine, I think. Yeah, it's probably about time to start chumping the 4/4 with my 1/1. The 5/5 with my 1/1. I was wondering if they were about to swing with this as well, but no, they're just gonna... Okay. Oh, and look at this. Here is an artifact for this to sacrifice. Is this a detective? No, it's an artificer. Oh, I could destroy a target artifact, but it would be mine. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I would double trade into that 6/6 if I had to, I think. Oh, no. Okay, that's pretty bad. Collect evidence X. How much evidence do I have? 3. Okay. Well, here's 6. Looking for land. Got it. Hope they miss a forest to win the game? Well, also a way to kill the 6/6 would be a problem. Whoa. What is this? This is the green, red, face down 6 something, I guess? Or no, they're just saying, oh, their creatures are going to be dead next turn anyway. Might as well get some damage with them. I hope that's what's happening. I could block, because like this, there's some chance that this gives me a problem when they turn something face up here, but it's just too risky that they turn it face up into a 6/7 and I lose this. What is this? The 1/1 counter, everything gets trample? Oh my god. Oh man. Well, I mean, I could have lived, right? I still would have won if I had blocked here. I didn't consider this possibility. This is an uncommon or something, right? How would I know? It's just impossible to read the set symbols on these things. I mean, obviously I know the set symbol, but I just can't read. Like, let me just look that up. It is an uncommon. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I could have tried to play around that, but then gotten got by the common. And I think both could easily have been in their deck. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I made the wrong decision there. Play around the common instead of the uncommon, right? I mean, I didn't know the uncommon existed. In fairness, like I've seen it once or twice in the drafts. I haven't had it like actually played, so it's definitely not on my mind. I wasn't intentionally choosing not to play around it, but I think it was the right decision even if I had known about it. This is a pretty bad hand, I think. I mean, I have tracker on 2. If I hit a third land by turn 3, whether it's white or red, I do have 2 pretty good plays I can make. I guess I'll keep it. It's pretty greedy. But it's not like missing white is really killing me on this hand. It's just like Lightning Helix that I don't have. And, you know, 2 landers with good spells, I think usually you keep those. I feel as though this is better than the average 6-lander, which I suppose is sort of the metric you should use when mulliganing. You can have my Lightning Helix, bro. I can't cast it. Phyrexian Swamp. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any choice but the Lightning Helix here. Yeah, that's life. None of these are artifacts. Okay. If I'd known I was topping a plains, I might have like dumped the orangutan instead of the lightning helix. But, you know, given that I didn't know that, I think I made the right choice. Ooh, I don't like that. They don't have any evidence to collect yet, but they might when they surveil, maybe. So this might threaten to be... Alright, I think I'm going to risk pushing in here. I'm happy with a trade. Okay, great. Nope. No dice? Okay. And 3 damage to the face is nothing to sneeze at. Okay. Gonna get a chance to collect evidence, maybe? Wow, top. I feel like you should be in almost anything when you have this collect evidence guy, but... Okay. One mana. So the only thing they could flip to is just a different 2/2. Which means I think I can attack with these 3. The 2/2 doesn't really work, but these are all fine. Like, if my 3/2 trades into their face down 2/2, whatever, that's fine. It kind of looks like it might be the Gardener, right? It's actually holding up priority for them. They have a 1 mana green ability. It is, okay. But we get in for 4. They took a swamp. What are they looking at my 2/2 for? They have something that investigates and they're worried about sacking a clue? Or just double checking that it doesn't do anything more relevant? No! My dragon! Oh, man. That was sort of my game plan, but that's alright. I mean, they're down to 11. I still, you know, I've put on an okay amount of pressure. Not as much as I would like. Yeah, actually, I think I'm far behind now. Because they're going to have better curve outs than I do. Well, that's something, actually. Because I can attack with that and then sacrifice it for a clue? What the hell? Okay. Wrong blocks, I think. They should block my 4/4 with the 2/3 and the 2/2, so I can only kill one of them. Okay, they're jumping. That's cool. There's the mountain that I could have used to cast my dragon if I still had one. Oh. Do I have any way out of this anymore? I don't know, maybe on the job could do something. Or a flyer. Yeah, I mean, there are still outs. Definitely not time to concede yet. They finally have stuff in the graveyard? Yeah. This guy's gonna get big. Maybe I should concede, actually. Maybe the rest of this is just a waste of my time. I guess if I had like Watchdog and On the Job, maybe I could do something. Doesn't seem very clear how I would get there. Yeah, okay, I'll just leave. See ya. Well, let's attack with some creatures. No point sticking around when the control deck is at 11 and they've Ravenous Ratsed away the one card that was going to flip the board. And they're not at like 2 life, right? It just seems like there's not much point continuing the charade. I guess I keep. I have like the 2 best cards in my deck are here. I wish I had a mountain. Thank you. Wish granted. Okay, good hand now. It takes a while to get this guy ready. Like, you have to find Collect Evidence 6 in your graveyard, so it's not a super aggro card. Really great draw here. Very happy to have that. Rakdos, nothing for 2. Okay. Jund. Perfect mana for, well, I don't know, maybe they're 5 colors, in which case we don't know yet whether they have perfect mana. Discard 2 cards. Interesting. This could be evidence. Like, I could just dump this dragon, right? It's a long way away from being useful. I think I will. I think the Watchdog can go as well. I'm not going to have 4 mana for a while. But I do want to get 3. I guess I play this out first. I don't know. I'm just a little worried about this getting killed before I have a chance to flip it, and I hope that if I draw a land, I can play this and turn it into 4/4 on the same turn. Okay, good. Well, fine. I have to discard something. I guess it's this, right? Or I could play this and just make a 2/3 and swing with it. Swing with the Thopter, I guess. Sure. By the way, they've added blue while I wasn't looking, so I guess we're facing a Niv Mizzet deck? Don't really need this shock, I guess. There's a lot of hand attacks. They've made me discard twice and exile once, huh? You can't attack. That's crazy. I love it. Please, hit me. I guess I attack first, right? There's no reason to play this out early. Oh, I could sack an artifact to keep the mountain. That's interesting. It's only doing 1 damage. I'm not sure how useful the mountain is, though. It's good, I guess. Yeah, I'll sack the artifact. Oh, that's a draw? Doesn't do anything right now, but it sure will be good someday. What? What is this? Why is that the creature you want to kill? No, you're just chumping 2 damage instead of 3 damage for some reason. Okay. Oh, the cards in my deck suck. Go ahead, enjoy. Oh wait, my graveyard includes my damn dragon. It doesn't suck. Resolves. It's a little rude. Doesn't have haste, but... I was this close. Oh! I was supposed to do this in response to Jetsam, so they couldn't exit. Oh. Mistake. I was thinking, like, oh, I was going to save the dragon for when this was... But then I just... Yeah. I mean, I can make my other creatures indestructible, which seems pretty good. Or I could swing with this. I guess I swing with both, and depending on how they block, I either give indestructible or on the job. Yeah, I should have prevented this from becoming a problem at all. And now I'm just gonna die, right? How much damage am I doing right now? 7? Oh, I could make it 11. I'm 1 mana short of killing them even. 'Cause on the job... Yeah. If I give my stuff indestructible, I mean, it's kind of cool. How much evidence do they have? Plenty. 11, so, I mean, they clear my board with the dragon, and it's not clear how I ever get in again. So I give stuff indestructible, they're gonna have more work, right? I think. Because now when they try to clear the board, I'm gonna get to keep a bunch of creatures. And then on the job can hopefully finish them. Oh wait, but no, when this dies, it'll stop giving indestructible. Oh no. Alright, Cluefish, you're my only hope. I also require that my opponent swing out with everything. Maybe they don't realize it? Sure. Boy, I deserve to lose this game for sure. All they have to do is swing in, and I lose. They're just reading the rules carefully, I guess. Actually, do I have anything that deals with the 6/6? Lightning Helix Face almost works. If I had used inside or on the job earlier, it would kill them. Maybe that's what I was supposed to do, play that out. I was confused at the time. I thought these would stay indestructible. They would outlive this creature. But if it died, so do they. So, this doesn't work. Yeah. I guess I'll pass in case they attack with too much and I draw the red herring. Rather than conceding. You lose 2 life? Lightning Helix isn't out now. Okay. I cannot believe you would do this. This is an atrocious play. The ability is not free to activate. It's not like they can make me lose 3 life or discard my card. They're dead to Shock as well? Is Shock still in the deck? No. What did I shock? Wait, what? Exiled. Oh. I guess they must have used an unscrupulous agent and I discarded Shock? Okay. Alright, they're holding back the 3/4. Very, very wise in case I draw the fish. But Shock and Light... No, Lightning Helix still wins. This does not. But it could draw Lightning Helix if I'm careful. No, it can't! I don't have enough white to play this and then investigate... Okay, so here. Yeah, can't win them all. I could have won this one, though. mean, yeah, I have to think about, like, I have to get better at thinking about ways that the costs of my abilities are also useful, right? I was thinking of this creature, where is it, 10th District Hero, as, like, yeah, it gets big and, like, you have to sacrifice some stuff from your graveyard. But in that one particular scenario, I could get something out of my graveyard that I didn't want them to cast. And I briefly was like, oh yeah, I'm a red-white deck, and it's early in the game. Like, or, you know, my cards are all tiny. I don't care if you cast one for 6 mana. But I forgot, yeah, there is actually one card I care about, and I could have just burned it. So, could have gone on to win 7-2. Instead, lost 1-3. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.